Texas Tech, West Virginia. That's the next game up here. We've got Texas Tech 5.5-point road favorites, 54.5, 55 being the total in this one. Not crazy about road favorites, but I kind of lean to the Tech side here. I mean, I cashed a ticket with West Virginia, but that was more I wanted to fade Pitt after what I saw from the Panthers against Cincinnati, which wasn't very good at all. And sure enough, West Virginia gets the victory there, 17-6. Pitt's offense just absolutely stuck in mud. Give West Virginia credit, but they're playing a pretty good Texas Tech team that's had some tough losses. The Wyoming loss was tough. The Oregon game, they were leading most of that game, and then they let Oregon with the 38-30 win. I don't know if I trust West Virginia against some better competition. Pitt, to me, was weaker competition. So they are at home. They are in Morgantown. It's never an easy place to play, but it is an afternoon game, not a night game. And when I look at this Texas Tech team, you faced Wyoming, you faced Oregon. This is a little bit of a step down in class, I think, for Texas Tech, and a spot where I think they can get the job done here against West Virginia. Plus, you look at the series history, CMAC, 4 straight years, 4-0 ATS for Texas Tech, winning by 21, 7, 3, and 38. They won by last year over West Virginia, 48-10. Has West Virginia really, closed the gap from last year's 48-10 loss to Texas Tech enough to be able to cover this? I'm not so sure. I haven't bet it yet. Not sure I will, but I'm definitely leaning to the road favorite here. And I think Tyler Shuck can have a good game. I know he's kind of been up and down lately, but I definitely think West Virginia, you've been toughened up by facing Oregon. I think this is where it's going to shine through, that Tech can really get going. I don't think it's a coaching advantage, too. I like McGuire a little bit more than I like Neil Brown. What do you think here, Connor?
Yeah, this is where West Virginia is better at home, but you mentioned Texas Tech has kind of owned them. And Jurkovec, I think he had 3 picks. He even threw for 100 yards. I don't think so. I had it here. I think he threw for like 80 something, 81, 3 picks. Pittsburgh is that bad. But I don't really want to lay points with Texas Tech in this game. And I don't know how much scoring, Texas Tech defense, I need to see more. Are they going to give up points? But I don't think the West Virginia offense is dynamic to get into a shootout. So Texas Tech is better. Shuck, I'm still not over that interception to Oregon. I got to get over it. He should do well. But, man, it just would be a lot different if this team I saw more, because them at home at Morgantown years past, this would be a game I'd like to take them as a dog at home. I just can't get there right now with this offense.
No, that's true. And again, Texas Tech does not have great defensive numbers. Actually, West Virginia has better defensive numbers, but you have to look at the competition as well.
Yeah.
Other than Penn State, Pitt hasn't really faced, and they got shredded by Penn State in that game too, West Virginia. They haven't faced, an offense that's going to throw. And I like the series history. And like I say, with road favorites in this range, like Tech opened 4.5, I want to see where the line's going to move as well. And I'm seeing that the line's moving toward Tech, 4.5 up to 5.5, 6. So I'm clearly not alone. That I thought, when it first opened, I thought, man, that looks cheap, because I still think Texas Tech's the better of these two teams, and the betting markets agree.